Freshman Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez calling for massive voter turnout in the primaries as more than a dozen rivals eye her House seat here in New York State. The Congresswoman saying, quote, last election cycle in the primary, as we know, the turnout was quite low. We need to start creating a turnout machine right now. But could those words come back to haunt her if she loses the primary? Joining us right now are a few of her challengers. Screen left, we've got a Democrat by the name of Badrun, and in the center we have John Cummings, followed screen right by Scherie Murray, both Republicans. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
Okay, Badrun, you are a Democrat.
Absolutely.
And you are going to primary a fellow Democrat. Why?
Actually, I was saying, what kind of Democrat? She's a socialist Democrat, which our district, which is congressional district, it's not socialist. So I want more people to come out. It was, when more people come out, you'll see what the district wants, what the district is looking for as a Democrat.
Okay, and from your point of view, when was the last time she was actually in the district talking to the folks?
Very rare. She's never there in our district. I know when she won the election, it took her 3 or 4 months to open an office. And the district includes, like, it's Queens and Bronx. So if you walk down Bronx, she's never been there. Even in Jackson Heights, where her office is, she's mostly rare case it comes into the community.
All right. John, what do you think?
Well, that's true. She's not really around the community. In fact, she does have a desk in another office holder's office in the Bronx, and the desk is not the office.
It's like a timeshare?
Pretty much, but it's not in the district.
Okay.
It's actually just outside the district, so she's really out of touch with the people that live in the district.
Scherie, you say that when you go around the district, people don't even know who she is.
They don't, and quite frankly, they are appalled by the rhetoric that she's championing on the national level, from the Green New Deal to the New Way Forward Act, new immigration legislation that she's co-sponsored. These policies are dangerous, Steve, and they're going to hurt the quality of life for Queens and Bronx residents.
Mm-hmm. And Badrun, one of the things that is top of mind for you regarding her is the fact that she led the protests against Amazon, and all those jobs never came to New York.
Absolutely, and I think that hurt the Congressional District 14 because it's just not that job, it's an indirect job. And especially if it's a very immigrant-based community, all those indirect jobs, it was so necessary for our community, just for that district, not only for Congressional District 14, but also affected the city too, I think.
Sure. And John, to Badrun's point earlier, she's not a regular kind of Democrat, she's a socialist, and that when she's out campaigning with Bernie Sanders, for instance, across the river, when Bernie Sanders had a rally, 25,000 people showed up, largely because AOC was going to be there. So she is a rock star with a lot of people.
Well, she is with the socialist left. That's absolutely true. But you talk about her absenteeism. We have a parade up in Throgs Neck, a Veterans Day parade, and I was at the parade, and where was she? She was in Iowa with Bernie Sanders, and she much prefers that national spotlight, but completely disregards the people in District 14.
And Scherie, go
to
ahead.
his point, I was recently in the District 2, the town hall with DA Darcel Clark on bail reform, and the community is up in arms about this dangerous policy, and she's always MIA. And to his point also, the co-located Bronx office is a slap in the face, considering that she just opened her campaign offices both in Queens and the Bronx just recently, Steve.
Well, ultimately, it comes down to, is New York ready for somebody with, now that people have seen what her policies are after the last 2 years, when the next election comes up, will she be reelected? And you all want to make sure that that doesn't happen.
Absolutely. She's absent in the district now, and she got Crowley out because he was absent in the district. But I've been a longtime community leader serving Queens, and I hope to be duly elected so that I can represent the district. There are quality of life issues that we need to tackle as a representative, and quite frankly, she's more concerned about fame and the limelight and her Showtime gigs than she is about the residents of the district.
Well, one thing that we have to say, that even though she says she's from Bronx, how many days in the week, or when she ever comes back, she comes and deals with the community? We have loss of jobs. We have problems in school. We have problems just walking at night. We have homeless shelter problems. We have a lot of issues in our community that needs to be addressed. Who's addressing them? How is she addressing them? And as I think said, she's too busy doing the presidential walk around right now instead of affecting and helping her community.
We've got problems in New York City. The front page of the New York Post today is about how the squeegee guys are back on the streets.
Steve.
Well, if you look at the bail reform issue, just in the 4-5 precinct where I live, which is in District 14, in the week ending February 9th, robberies up 23%, burglaries up 33%, felony assaults up 47%, grand loss on the autos up 225%. That type of legislation, and the Congresswoman said, well, you know, it's only been 5 minutes. It's been 8 weeks, and it's having a bad effect on our community and all communities around the state.
All right, great discussion.
Yeah, that
Yep.
is, I mean, just overall, it's a crime spike in the 14th Congressional District, in the 2 precinct that commands the area. So we're concerned about our safety.
But it's also something that affects mostly minor. I'm for the bail reform, but I think it has to be tweaked a little bit to how can it affect, because with most of the minority were actually help the minorities, and that's what it is. But we need to tweak it a little bit because it has increase in crimes, but some way we have to have more effective to see how can it, and not increase the crime, how can it help the minorities?
Yeah, the stories about the people who rob bank week after week after week are a little crazy here. Badrun, John, and Scherie, thank you very much.